What's going on, everybody? I'm Jeremy. You're watching Morphs. This week's video starts my vacation, so I'm super stoked about that. And on top of it, starting it off with a bang, we're gonna go to Nathan from Infinite Possible Pythons facility, tour that, check out what he's got going on. We're gonna go to Chris from B S Reptilia, tour his facility, see what he's got going on there personally. And then to top it off, we go to Danny from DTMG's facility and check out all the fire he's producing this season as well. Hope you guys enjoy the content. Before we get into it, make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, hit the like button, and leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you guys think about this type of content. I think facility tours are pretty cool. I think you'll enjoy it too. And also, good morning, because it's like 7 o'clock right now when I'm filming this. So that's also why I'm not being too loud as well. But anyway, let's get into this trip, because I got like a 2-hour long drive. And then as soon as we get to Nathan's house, we're going straight down to Chris's and check out his facility first. So let's get into it. All right, so I'm kind of filming this after the fact because I was an idiot. I didn't do the introduction for while we were over at Chris's place. So first up is Chris from B S Reptilia. Hope you guys enjoy his collection. And this is just part one, so let's get into it. Check out this beautiful woma python. Love that. And of course, when they get close to the camera, you lose focus. Beautiful, Chris. Shout out to Matt at the Ball Python Project.
I love this shirt. I won the black one. I'm getting it at the picnic.
She's just beautiful.
Yeah, I love the fire belly on them.
Look at that belly, folks. And here is the beautiful white lip python that we were showing off on the live, and now hopefully we can catch the true beauty of this snake.
Iridescence on these guys, it's just insane.
And like most semi-arboreal stuff, they want to get to the highest point. Ah, stop moving. There we go. Beautiful, beautiful head. Look at his white lips. Absolutely beautiful, Chris.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this girl. It's a long project, but I'm hoping in about 4 or 5 years we can give her a shot. And still looking for a male, but I got plenty of time for that. No rush. No rush with these guys.
It's crazy how far it's come in such a short period.
Absolutely stunning. All right, what do we got here, Chris?
So we had a T-positive normal bred to a T-positive batik. We can show the parents too. We ended up with 6 of the T-positive batiks and 3 normals. Killed the odds on this one. These guys are just, you know, as babies they are quite feisty, but as we pull the adults out, I can show you how they can calm down and be very manageable snakes. Similar care to ball pythons. You know, they're kept at a little bit cooler temperature. When these guys get too hot, then they get very, very, very cantankerous. But for the most part, they're just as chill, and you know, just like any snake, the more you work with it, the better they'll be for you.
I think these batiks are just, the pattern on them is just freaking crazy, dude.
Yeah, they are very neat. The pattern is just all over the place. Some are lighter, some are darker.
Oops. their eye jumped even. I'm not even the one getting struck at.
And it's funny, like, you know, ball python, baby ball python will bite you and barely leave a mark. These guys grab, like they do leave marks.
Well, even as adults, I mean, just them hitting a rat, I mean, there's some force in that strike.
These guys hit hard. These guys hit real hard. All blood pythons do. So,
absolutely,
yeah,
gorgeous.
These are really nice. I have a female left over from last year that I haven't sold yet either. So, anybody's looking to get into the blood pythons. The T-positives are just. I'm a big T-positive fan.
So the
you know,
oranges and.
Yeah, the yellows and reds. So if anything's got a T-positive genetic in it, chances are I'm going to try to work with it.
And that one is still amped up.
See how heavy they're breathing? I love it.
All the other ones are calm. That one's just like, I'm gonna get you today.
It got me the other day, so.
Freaking awesome, dude.
This guy, he's quite stunning. Hopefully we'll get him into rotation next year. Pastel Enchi, Orange Dream, Yellow Belly, Calico.
Look, this was one that stood out to me just by even looking through the tubs. This thing is just nuts.
First one you grabbed.
Yeah, it was. It really was. Just absolutely stunning. The eyes, the pattern. I mean, just wow. Nothing but true quality here on this one, folks. Love that head stamp too.
Yeah, not too much, but just enough. The eyes, the pastel on the Enchi.
Absolutely gorgeous. And here we have what, the white lace firefly.
Just the blushing on the head on this guy is insane, and the color is just so blushed out. When I got this guy, he was in like deep shed, and I was blown away by his colors. And then the next day he shed, and holy crap.
I honestly thought this thing was a DG for as bright as this is. I mean, it's showing up good on camera, but in person, it looks very much DG. So, white lace, I have to say, it's something to keep an eye on.
Yeah, it's definitely something to follow. I mean, it's like the co-dominant of the Desert Ghost. I mean, Justin even did a video on him.
I think the white lace in that video even looked better than the DG
As it
an
aged,
adult.
yep. It was very close. So looking forward to getting this guy in rotation as well.
Awesome.
So right here you have a pastel leopard red stripe.
Which this caught my eye as well. That thing's...
And then take out the leopard and put blackhead in it. You have a pastel blackhead red stripe. So you can see where the blackhead darkens it up, gives it different tones, you know, more oranges.
Yeah.
You know, it takes away from the yellows, just a little bit darker. But a good combo for a simple 3-gene animal.
That's beautiful too.
Yeah, he's really nice. And then this guy's brightness.
I say the leopard
The
to me just takes the cake.
totally
I mean,
takes it, yeah. The yellows are just so much more intense. And the red stripe, just putting that stripe down the dorsal. It's just...
that makes me want red stripe.
beautiful.
In all honesty, this makes me want red stripe.
Don't worry, we'll get you one.
That is just stunning, dude.
Yeah, hopefully these guys will be up to size next year. We can plug them into some projects. Not sure where we're going with it yet, but...
And it's the big thing too is, I mean, the camera this is one snake where the camera actually picks it up right, surprisingly.
First, I'm like, that might be a clown, but
That's just stunning.
So they all come out. So that one, as soon as it's out, I'm like, it's clearly a super.
Awesome.
It's the one Christmas farm, right? Clean it.
Very high whites, but just still beautiful animals. This is for our panda project. This is the female. Super
Very high
crisp,
white.
super crisp whites. She just has a little bit of pattern on the head, which is typical of your black pastel pieds. Garrick Meyer just hatched a bunch of Coral Glow black pastel pieds, and they have a ton of pattern. So we're hoping to work something into this to get some more pattern back on the snakes. And she's an idea, but I don't want to take away from the darkness putting Enchi in it either.
Yeah, that's true.
He's got that little on his tail and his head, and then that little spot. But they're still beautiful, even with a little bit of pattern.
Freaking awesome. Beautiful stuff, Chris. Beautiful.
Looking forward to these guys. And we have a chance at hitting some panda pies this year too, so we'll see how that works out. Doing a little experiment. Maybe a little baby Dumerals boa. You don't get to see too often. This is a baby from last year. Also looking for a new home, female.
So if you're in the market for a Dumerals boa, hit Chris up. All of his information will be in the description down below.
As babies, these guys are a little bit quick to move. They don't sit still, but as they get to adults, they become very chill. Jeremy will show one of the adult trio that I have. And you can see how big they can get. These guys can get quite big. Madagascar species. Spend most of their time on the ground. They're a ground boa. They're not quite like your boreal or semi-arboreal other boas like your Colombians and stuff.
I do love the patterns on these.
They are really nice. And some people are breeding like they're called Max Pink lines. They have a lot more pink and blushing on the sides. You can see the big adult down there. Yeah. Let's take a look. That's the one female, and then you got a really big girl down there. She's pushing about 8 foot or so, and I bet you she weighs everything of 30, 35 pounds. Nice big girl.
They just look as beautiful as adults as they do as babies too.
You know, it wasn't bad, dude. We got these guys. Sweet. That's all right. It's a bunch of pies.
I got another 100.
And then all the noisemakers there. We got Nate from Infinite Possible Pythons.
It's a bunch of pies and ultramelons. Is that what you were expecting?
Yes. What's your name again?
Jason.
And we got Jason.
I'm the B and the B and B&S.
And what do we have here?
This is a T-positive Argentine boa. This girl is just wild. I've always wanted an Argentine for the longest time. And my buddy, shout out to KL Constrictors. He hatched it, or gave this girl, came from one of his females, 2 years ago now. She's 2 years old. So another slow growing boa. Hopefully in another 3 years she'll be up to size, and we can go crack at trying to breed these guys. You don't see too many of them in the pet trade. When you do, they do a little bit of a hefty tag on them, but it always helps to know people. The oranges and the lavenders in her tail are just wicked.
Absolutely beautiful.
And these guys get big too. These guys get sometimes 8 foot plus for a Argentine boa, or for a boa of any sort. They're pretty big.
And then up in there we got a little green tree growing up, a Biak. Which we're gonna let that one go because apparently that one's got a little bit of an attitude problem.
Just a little bit. Phenomenal. So what we have here is a toffee genetic stripe female. So a double recessive female, just growing like a weed, and man, does she glow.
I see it. She's really bright.
The genetic stripe is kind of tough to see, but you can kind of see it coming through in the green almost. So we've got good plans for her. I think she's going to work into our genetic stripe toffee clown project, which we have triple eggs in the incubator right now. Not from this female, but I have a male
I know. Well, that's
that was bred to an Enchi clown female.
I have 45, 70 series.
Nice.
Yeah, she's beautiful. The ruby red eyes on these guys are just, I love it.
Another rack next to it.
She don't miss a meal, I'll tell you what.
No, she looks nice and plump.
Yeah, she's got to get an upgrade real soon.
We got some scrub pythons in there.
Pastel candy female. A little poop on her, but
Is
it
it?
happens with these bright snakes.
It's actually, I think, the first time I've actually ever seen a candy in person, or taken notice to a candy in person.
The pastel, you can see it with the bright yellow on her head, and then the lavenders are just really starting to come in. Camera might not pick up the lavender, but
It's actually, dude, like I'm loving this new phone. Yeah, it's actually picking it up pretty good.
yeah, your picture quality is wonderful on that. This girl's a little bit of a picky eater, but I'm hoping by next year I can fatten her up and get her into rotation early for the early season. Because we are going to start breeding year round here, and yeah, we'll see what happens with her.
Beautiful. I do love those lavenders.
We're going to use her for the candy pie project.
Nice.
Yeah, they're definitely not.
Show off maybe a couple more, and
Yeah,
then,
whatever you want to show off, and then we'll.
pastel blackhead girl. She's not bright and crazy colors, but she's still a nice looking female. Blackhead is something we're really starting to work into the projects. You know, we want to get some more stuff in here, like red stripe and some, maybe some etchy just to bring out the color. We have some babies we just hatched with Blackhead and Orange Dream and Pastel, which are going to be some future breeders, but Blackhead, we're going to run that into the Clown project as well. Blackhead Spot Nose. Definitely taking the dark twist to our Clown project. I want to go kind of the same idea as the Dark Knights, but we're going to put our own little twist on it with Blackhead and Het Red Exanthic. It's going to be a big thing that we're putting into our Clowns as well.
Nice.
Hopefully in the future, some Blackhead, Het Red Exanthic Clowns. I'm looking forward to that. Even the red Exanthic Clowns that were being produced are just insane. That girl's in shed. Right here's just a simple Het Red Exanthic. Not too crazy, but just super clean. The Het Red Exanthic is allelic with Black Pastel. So we got a good litter of these, of Het Reds, a Fire Het Red, which is in shed, and then Black Pastel, and all these guys are 100% Het Clown. Like I said, this girl's in shed, but add Fire to the Het Red, and that's what you get.
You can see the difference.
Fire, just Het Red, yeah. And this girl's even shed. When she sheds, her tones come out even better.
So she looks good in shed.
It's a real soft, clean. The blacks are black. It's just really digging the Het Red.
That's freaking nice.
Some of the holdbacks from last year, nothing too crazy. Just an Enchy Clown female, holdback from last year, doing real good. She took off eating, and this is her brother, a Fire Enchy. Fire Enchy Clown, so I don't really need another male, but he's got fire, so we decided to keep him. See how he does. He was a little bit more slower to go in the process of eating, but he's doing fine now.
I love his head.
Yeah,
like,
he's
especially
got a beautiful head stamp, and you can see the difference.
Yeah,
But yeah, we're loving it.
really, really nice. All right, so that's it for part one of the facility tour for B S Reptilia. Hope you guys really enjoyed that. Part two is even better, so stay tuned for when part two drops. Should be next week, but we'll see. Who knows? Something might pop up here, and it might kind of get pushed back a week. We'll have to wait and see. But super excited for you guys to see part two because there is a huge surprise in part two. So make sure you guys stay tuned and check that out. But don't forget, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, hit the like button, drop me a comment down below. Which of these animals you got to see today was your favorite? I gotta go with the white lip python. That thing was just, I love that thing. That thing was awesome, it's great. It's amazing to hold it in person. It made me really want one, I'm not gonna lie. But anyway, maybe that's on the list to get here in the near future once Chris actually gets to producing some of them. We'll see. So anyway, catch you next time, everybody. Later.